I have with me a woman by the name of Karleigh Miller. She called my office yesterday, and she didn't like what I had to say about these women building a shameless society. And so she was invited on the show, and we do that. You know, people that disagree with me, you're welcome to come on the show. Or if you agree, we want to hear from you. Karleigh, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. How are you?
All is well. I appreciate you calling into the office yesterday, and I'm also happy that you are on right now to discuss your disagreement with me. What do you disagree with me about?
Well, I watched your sermon yesterday, and I called your office because I was concerned about how disrespectful the sermon was to women and to the message that Jesus gave us.
And what was disrespectful about it?
Well, Jesus actually never had any negative interactions with women. He never berated or belittled women. He actually had a lot of women disciples. And to talk about how women are creating an evil society is really disrespectful to the love that Jesus gave us.
I want to say that it's not all women. There are women who love their fathers. They don't hate men. And as a result of not hating men, they are thinking like men, you know, with common sense. And they don't support this shameless society that the rest of the women are creating. May I give you examples of what these women are doing? It is mostly liberal, men-hating women. Are you a Christian?
I am a Christian, but I really don't think that any woman hates another man. I think to say that there are women that hate men is disrespectful to women, and it locks them into just a very narrow view.
You don't believe that there are women who hate men?
I think that you're over-exaggerating the number of women.
Well, I said not all, of course, but most do.
I really don't think that most women hate men.
Let's go to San Jose, California, and talk to Christina. Christina, welcome to the show. You're on with Karleigh Lee.
Karleigh, good morning, and good morning, Jesse. Karleigh, you sound like you're a very nice girl, and I'm sure that you mean well. However, I just wanted to ask, by chance, do you have children?
I do not have children. I'm not in a good place to have children right now.
Ah, okay. So basically, you would not be speaking from experience. I have two sons, a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old. I see firsthand daily what is happening with the feminization of boys. You may not agree with me. However, I do experience it. And I do have to say that if you think that it's okay for boys to be hauled into the office because they're out roughhousing and playing around, or you think it's okay that boys be what I consider to be indoctrinated with the homosexual agenda, and if you think that boys are going to grow up and learn how to be men, respectful men, and not embarrassed of their masculinity, then you've got a good point. On the other hand, do you believe that there should be different genders, you know, that men are men, women are women? Or do you think everybody needs to kind of be on the same place, sort of unisex?
I think that the genders, while they're different, they should still be equal. I don't think that women should be inferior to men. Men shouldn't be inferior to women. I think that we should all respect each other and to live and
Do you support same-sex marriage, Karleigh?
I do. I personally wouldn't have one, but it doesn't bother me. I mean,
Karleigh, I think what the problem is that you, like many American women, have been absolutely brainwashed. You're taking what is being taught and shoved down your throat in these universities as gospel, and I feel very sorry for you. I hope that you do not have children, because if you do, you're going to be part of that indoctrination to your sons. I really do. It's a travesty that you, amongst so many other people, are getting this and taking it, and then you start quoting the Bible, and you use the Bible for your own convenience, and it's very sad.
Thank you, Christina. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Karleigh, would Jesus, you mentioned Jesus, would Jesus support same-sex marriage?
I think Jesus wouldn't teach people to hate others.
No, I said, would Jesus support same-sex marriage?
I think if Jesus were here today, he would.
He would. You know what? Do you support abortion as well?
I support a person's right to choose. It's not between me and that person. It's between that person and God. So if they choose that and they can live with that, they should have safe options.
Do you personally support abortion?
I support a person's right to choose. I probably wouldn't have one because I don't think I could handle it. But if someone can, I don't want to I don't want to have unsafe options for them.
Let's go down one more call here for you. Antioch, California, and talk to Jennifer. Jennifer, welcome to the show. You're on with Karleigh.
Karleigh, do you go to church? Do you listen to a minister or pastor, whatever?
Yes, I do.
I believe that you're just going along with the pastor and whatever he says, and you're believing what other people say.
That's a good point.
And like Jesse said, you don't really know what Christ stands for. You're just believing what someone else is telling you, and you don't know it for yourself.
Do your pastor support same-sex marriage?
I haven't asked him, and he hasn't directly said anything to avoid offending anyone in the church, but I would suspect that he does.
You would suspect that he supports same-sex marriage?
Yes.
And he hasn't said anything about it because he doesn't want to offend anyone?
No.
Wow, that's amazing. Here's what I recommend, Karleigh, that you search your heart so you can get over your resentment, your anger, and then you will be able to see what Jesus is really about and the principles. You'll be able to live those principles. But you're going to have to get rid of your anger first in order to see that.
Okay.
But I appreciate your call. And at least you had the courage to come on the show and disagree with me. But, you really need to rethink your Christianity because you don't have a real understanding of what Jesus is really about. You can't support evil and love Jesus as well. And same-sex marriage and abortion and all those things are evil.
I don't think that same-sex marriage or abortion are evil. I think that the big thing with those is just to respect the fact that while I may not be gay, there are people who are and should be allowed to love. Okay.
Well, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much, all right?
Yep, thank you. All
right. That's what's happening in the churches around the country. Not all.